You're right, Outlaw. I think you're right, man. I think I need to just, like, go back to bed or something. Right? Yeah. I think so. Okay, just kidding. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. I hope you all are doing well. What's up, Snow? What's up, Indy? Congratulations on first. Grim, what's going on, brother? I saw Brian in here. Who else? Who else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing somebody else. I gotta go get my load because I created a load and then, but I was on the regular production server. Why is my truck not going? The truck is like stuck. Anyways, I did create my load for this convoy. It's on a event server, but I created it on the regular TMP server because the server wasn't open yet. And I got a change thing when I logged in, and now I got to get my load again because it screwed it up. Of course, the music's super loud. It fucking rocks. Funny because it's the same volume it always is. I hope y'all are doing good, man. Happy Saturday. Hope your weekends are going well. It is, what is it? Saturday, June 28th, June's basically over. Where's my load at? I haven't created it yet. We're in non-collision, so I can park anywhere I want. But we will be playing American Truck Simulator today, specifically on the TruckersMP Supporters Convoy, which kicks off in about 38 minutes. But we're kind of getting our stuff together early, you know what I'm saying? So I'm over here off to the side doing my thing, creating the load, all that stuff. Mystic, what's going on, Mystic? All right, I gotta do some things here. So we are in Elko. We are at Enterpriser. We are headed to Carson City. Carson City. Here we come. There's no destination, so we could just pretty much choose it. Add delivery. Update game save. Truck, we're just going to fill up and repair real quick. And then load the save. What's up, Assassin? How you doing, man? Crocheting and hanging out. That sounds amazing. Stay safe. I hear it's hot out where y'all are at. Like really freaking hot. Like people are falling from heat stroke and stuff. It's freaking crazy, dude. Okay. Oh, my truck don't move. I don't have the brakes on. I drove around some road closed signs earlier, but I think they're just for the event server. The music better? Does it need to come down even further? Is this button not working? Why does it not let me take the job? Yeah. I already did that. Okay. Good seeing y'all though. Happy Saturday. I'm just streaming this convoy. I don't know if I'm gonna go beyond that. I thought about just doing the convoy, but like, well, you know, I may feel like hanging out for a little bit afterwards, so maybe do a little more. So, dang it. Well, you don't hear the game audio because I have no game audio on. My truck not moving. Ah, trailer brake was on. I don't know why, but it was. Outlaw. Why? I'm not reading that, by the way. Just gotta make that abundantly clear. But thanks anyway for the effort. So we have 21 people here so far. Can we cuss now? Goofball isn't here. I am here. Oh, not Goofball isn't here. Oh, I got what you're saying. You never know, she might be lurking somewhere. Actually, she's off kicking other kids' asses at Taekwondo right now. Now, I usually go, but I wanted to make this convoy, so. But her class is at actually starts in 3 minutes. I'm just gonna park here right in the middle of everything so I could be as inconveniencing to people as humanly possible. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. Now, I've been personally trying to cut back on cursing myself, but yeah, I don't care if it happens in the stream or in the chat as long as it's not like stupid excessive. Or directed at anybody. That is a disgusting looking truck right there. You know, pulling to here behind customs. I'm gonna get in the Discord. You guys won't be able to hear the Discord, but I'm not in there yet. What's up, Linux? I was wondering if you were gonna make it today or if we were gonna kill your streak. Obviously, we did not kill your streak, so darn. Mama Goof checking in from the Taekwondo class with the kiddo. But yeah, I owe y'all 6 beans. We're gonna get to those at some point. I've been kind of not feeling great lately, so I haven't been doing them right away. Which reminds me too, Outlaw, thank you for the sub, the resub. I didn't see how long it had been, but thank you anyway. Enjoy those emotes. No, I didn't get food. I'm gonna probably eat after. I didn't have time. The server opened at 11. The convoy started at noon, and I needed to get everything going. Batman. I'll probably grab a Whopper or something. Or I was kind of wanting, way too much fast food. No. Yeah. I thought we were going to NRH. Or at least y'all were. Oh, yeah, I got my phone so I could adjust the air conditioning in the house. It's a little warm in there. So as you guys may or may not be aware, somebody tried to hack me. I had to reset all my stuff. Nothing's freaking logged in now. It's obnoxious as crap. It's fine. You said the bottom of their pole's like rough or something? My feet are sensitive and I'm, you know, obviously very diabetic, so I want to swim. I feel like swimming, but like I don't want to injure myself either. I'm not even right up on his ass. I'm in his ass. Here's our blacktop Max. Blacktop Express Trucking. There's apparently already a Blacktop Express on, or at least it would let me name it that on TMP, so I had to add the trucking to it. So now I have to wait until the first to add that onto the truckers trucks books. Dude, I'm doing really good, man. I'm feeling really well. Arthritis is still killing me, as it freaking always is, man. There's no getting around that at this point. But yeah, overall, I'm feeling pretty good. Yesterday was me and Mama Goof's Mama Goof and I's 17-year wedding anniversary, or marriage anniversary, however you want to put it. Max on the road the other day. It was something about Rental Green. It was dope. Yeah, I do love the Max, man. I love the Mac anthems for sure. The Mac Prestige is pretty cool too. But this is the Blackout edition. But yeah, somehow I've been married to somebody for 17 years and they haven't suffocated me in my sleep, which is so freaking weird. Like, I didn't expect to make it this long, so I don't really know what to tell you guys, man. Yeah, that's kind of why I retracted a little bit. Yeah, my only problem is, what's funny is, okay, so I have the Tobii Eyetracker, right? I bought the Tobii Eyetracker because of when the Mac Anthem came out, I couldn't see the mirrors, and I wanted to be able to use the mirrors. So literally the Mac sold me the Tobii. Kind of a funny story. And that was before I was an ambassador, so I wasn't one of these goofballs that got a free Tobii either to become an ambassador. I was a user of the product first. Anniversary beans? No. Not quite. Nice try. Nice try there, outlaw. Be married for 19 years in December, together for 20? Nice. It's great to see people together and married for this long, especially in this day and age, because, I mean, it's funny though, is I thought it was a rarity, but the more I talk to people, the more it seems like there's more people that are staying together like that. So, well, see, if it's anniversary beans because it's both of our anniversaries, that means you have to eat some too. What's up? What's up, Customs? How you doing, man? Yeah, I'm right there behind you, buddy. I saw you the other night though when you were rolling with snow, but I don't think I was driving with snow at the time. But it's good seeing you, the mailman, even if it is with the one eye. It's funny because like we were at a seafood restaurant, my personal favorite seafood restaurant in the world, and I don't like seafood that much, so you know it's saying a lot. No, you'd have to eat the same one. You'd have to eat the same beans. It doesn't work like that. Actually, you'd have to eat half of every bean I eat, because that's how marriage works. Okay. I see food, I eat it. Yeah. But, and this little kid was at the register with his parents, and he looks at me, he's like, it's a pirate. Dude, I don't... it's funny because the parents get so embarrassed and like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's like, dude, I enjoy that so much, honestly. Marriage is 100, not 50-50. So we have to both eat the same bean. You're not making this any better for yourself. I mean, I'm the spicy one. You don't really do the spicy stuff like I do. I mean, you're doing pretty good at 50-50. You got 36 people on the nearby right now. Let me turn that music down another notch. I give you gold, you and you go, meh, let's go into hot me for today. Looks like I'm not sleeping again tonight. You gave me gold? Wait, what are you talking about? I feel so confused right now. I am TMP 36. Driving your spouse is 50-50. Well, I mean, I think that's the part that's worked for us is, you know, I mean, you have like, there's just no getting bored because it's a you can make the multiple personality jokes, but my wife is actually pretty like consistently the same. She's kind of got two modes, and I'm very well versed at knowing when to poke the bear and when not to. Not meaning that in a dirty way, you freaking pervs, but you know what I mean. You know, I'm not even. You know what? Let's talk about something else. I personally sat here and went down a whole different route than I was trying to go down, and I'm not really that happy about it. See, for myself, my wife has this is definitely hard. Yeah, I'm probably the crazy one between the two of us. I don't know. Maybe we're both pretty much about equally crazy. So we have 22 minutes till this convoy kicks off. So we'll be hanging out here for just a little bit, chilling with y'all. Man, these lights are really like killing me. I need to find a way to diffuse at least a little bit. I mean, I could turn them down, but that doesn't really do anything for much else. We'll like go dark for a minute. We'll go two different. We're gonna actually do it. You mean it wasn't even turned up all the way? Hang on, flashbang warning. So that's all the way. It's like pretty decent. But I lose some of the quality at this level, and that's what I hate. But yeah, marriage is it's definitely an institution that you have to be committed to. You're not always easy to read. You're not actually. There are times when I don't know whether you're like, I'll be in the middle of the kitchen and she'll walk in there and I don't know if she wants to hug me or she wants me to get the F out of her way as quickly as possible. I don't know the difference. So I just stand there and hope for the best. And sometimes I'll move and she'll be like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "Get out of your way." And she's like, "Oh." I shouldn't say it exactly like that. Well, actually, she does kind of say it like that, but you know, it is what it is. I feel like I'm going to get myself in trouble the more I talk about this, so I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now. Extremely uncomfortable. Oh, I'm so confused. Gold? My brain is not braining. I did try to stop, and I need to stick to my guns there because I don't know what's for lunch today. I'm probably gonna go. So I'm having burgers for dinner. Sounds like you're digging a hole. Yeah, I'm good at that though. 20 minutes of the convoy. It's best if you stay the hell out of the kitchen. Otherwise, it's 50-50. You know, you say that, but there are times that has not been the case. I'm having burgers we're having a little get together at my daughter's in-laws' parents. No, my daughter's in-laws. Yeah, my daughter's in-laws. That's who it is. I was just thinking about that way too hard. Which I just found out like a few minutes ago because I was going to get a Whopper, but now I'm like, no, do I get tacos now? I kind of want tacos. I don't know. Might be tacos. Probably tacos. I like girthy meat though. And I'm not, it's not against my religion or anything to eat like 3 meals of just cheeseburgers in a day. So that's why I have a cheeseburger emote now. Because that very much is a thing. California tacos. Dude, this truck is really nice though. I really like the Mac Anthem. That'd be a perfect day for me. Not entirely though, because like I like chicken a lot more than I used to. I used to only eat like beef. I even eat seafood. So really a variety now is more perfect these days. In my older age, I guess you could say. I'm hungry though. I should have ate a little something before stream, but I didn't really have a chance to. I knew that was going to happen too. I knew that was going to happen. Completely my fault. I have no right to complain. So that's what we're kind of stuck with. Stacking up over here. Where's Plaster and Sons at? It's a construction site though. Yeah, I know you tried. I appreciate it. Got a bunch of trucks here. Plaster and Sons. Got some event stuff here. The tail moderator. I should have probably hauled like some of this guy has. Yeah, I'm signed up for early access to Iowa with SES, so hopefully we'll have that a few days before it releases so I can show it off to you guys as we usually do. I did sign up for early access to it late because I didn't initially see the email. They sent me the email back on May 30th for the contract for early access, SES said. And I just responded last week, so hopefully it still happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but hopefully it does. It's worked out every DLC they've given me since Montana, so. And then per standard practice, if I get it free from them, I will gift a copy to the community. We'll do a giveaway or something. Sometimes I just choose somebody to give it to. Sometimes we might do a drawing. It just depends on what it is. I did tier 1 for 17 months outlaw. That's crazy, dude. Thank you for that support, though. I'm usually never late, though. I'm usually Johnny on the spot. This is the first time I've ever been late on it. Yeah, I just didn't see the email. And honestly, I saw the announcement a couple of days ago, or whatever, and I'm like, did they cut me out of early access? Which, I mean, if they did, they did. It's not a big deal. I mean, and so I went and checked my email, and I searched for the guy's email address, and sure enough, it was there. So hopefully they didn't already compile their list and all that kind of things. I did mention to them that we've got a few community members in IO that would be eager to see it. So, but like I said, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it actually comes out the week before I'm on vacation, so that works out really well. The big target, she is standing her ground pretty well, and she is holding the target but kicking the crap out of her partner. That's pretty standard operating procedure there. She is so freaking strong, dude. Like, especially in her kicks and her legs, man. She knocks the other kids back. She even knocks back the instructors sometimes. She tests, and what's funny is Io comes out the day before she tests for upper green belt. Dude, I like this song a lot. Of course, it's Vinnie Paul and drums. Of course, I'm going to like it. Rest in peace. Like, Outlaw went and saw Metallica in San Fran here recently. And they had the current iteration of Pantera out there, which I don't know who the drummer is. I know Zach Wild, my boy Zach Wild, my Guitar Hero's covering guitar, but I still don't like it, man. Without the Abbott brothers, it's not Pantera. I don't care what you say. You know, they never would have gotten that. They never could get that together because Vinnie Paul wasn't going to do it without his brother, Dimebag. I actually have a picture. I met Zach Wild back in 2017. I had meet and greets. So there's pictures in Discord in the guitar music thing section, I believe. So good and cold. But your face was melting with those guitar solos, I bet. I love Zach. Zach Wild's my favorite. And he's freaking hilarious. He was actually under the weather too because he had just missed 2 shows because he was sick, and so he still was like a little bit under the weather during our show. I'm still cleaning up the melted face. Yeah, Josh brother, we're heading out soon. They decorated a local cinema for a new Jurassic Park movie, and they have a bunch of stuff. We're gonna. Oh, that's cool, man. Well, enjoy that, dude. Enjoy the crap out of that. Thanks for stopping by, man. I know it's early, but that sounds like a lot of fun. I'll talk to you later, though, dude. Look forward to seeing your stream on Monday, assuming that it's still able to happen if your back's not bothering you or whatever. Guys, seriously, go follow Outlaw if you're not. He's a great streamer, great content creator here on Twitch. Most of you are, because most of you are actually from his community. But for those that aren't, be sure to give him a follow. Let's see here. There you go. Yeah, he was doing. Last time he streamed, he actually streamed while he was driving to San Francisco for that concert. I think I actually streamed some on the way back too. I don't remember. Even when it starts helping him hold the target, she's still pushing them back. Yeah. Wow, some drama's going on here in the game. What's going on here? Did they say something or they just do something? Worst streamer ever. This should be a lot of fun, though. We've got close to 50 on the nearby now. Be a pretty big convoy. It's on the event servers, the supporters convoy for TMP. People that are either Patreon members like myself, who's been a Patreon for over 2 years now, or people who are subbed to the TMP official, TruckersMP official Twitch. And I think there's some other ways you could be considered a supporter, but those are the 2 main avenues that they mentioned. I need to set my route actually because they have a weird route for this. I thought I had it open. Patiently waiting for chaos. I know, right? Like, this is the route. Go Elko, then down through Eli, come up here, then come up from the south into Carson City. So let's get that to working on the map here. So we're heading down the 93. Dang it. Yeah, looks like it right there. If I ever need this one. No. Just need the one marker to make it happen. So there, we're good. Turn off those lights for a little bit. Get the glow here. I think that they said, oh yeah, I was gonna join the Discord too. Crap. I guess it's not really that necessary. I have permission to speak in the Discord, so I guess it doesn't matter a whole lot. I guess this is my first official TMP convoy. I've joined other convoys before. One last week you guys saw me stream as well, which was part of Cool Convoys. But this is the first official one. I've been supported for over 2 years now. Yeah, I guess it's about time. My ping kind of stuck on the server too. It must be Euro based. Y'all drink it, man. I got the Dr. Pepper Zero going. It felt like something different than Coke Zero. We should be starting here in a few minutes for sure. And load save, then I'm fine. Yeah, I'm definitely, now since I run my own VTC, even though I am the solo member of it at the moment, I do more of these events to kind of get the name out there. Still kind of working on getting everything in the VTC set up too, man. There's a lot of work involved here to do it the way that I want to do it. If nobody joins us and I'm trucking by myself, then let it be. My eye is like sore. Why? I need to put some moisturizing eye drops in it or something. like they're starting to roll. That's the lead. That's the lead. Right now, it looks like there's 53 people in the convoy. And TruckersMP. What's up, Crossfire? How you doing, brother? Have you never seen the setup before, Crossfire? Well, wasn't this so? I got you. I understand. Back to our truck and see. No, nobody's moved over here yet. You gotta add another monitor. I know, I've been thinking about it. I feel like there's this empty spot. There's this empty spot over here above this monitor. Yeah, I have most of the information about the setup, and it's all updated to down in the panels. Not specifically what I'm using. I probably need to create a command for it, but there's so much information there. It would be like multiple commands. Right there before you add number 20. So once people start rolling out here, so my laptop and buy a new one probably and need a tax write-off. That's fair. Yeah, I haven't played Star Citizen in a minute. I need to get back into it. And I need to, because I have a HOTAS set up. Because all this is kind of modular, like the wheel and stuff, and it just kind of, I'm just able to swap it out. But for sure, man, I love Star Citizen when it's not being stupid. I'm like concierge level too in that game. I've got a bunch of ships that I've like own. Looks like people are starting to inch up here. What's up, Dark Skyro? Are you in the convoy? I thought I saw your name on something. Living the dream. Dude, whatever works for you, honestly. I saw a name just like yours, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Don't mind me. I don't even know if you play this. Look at all these people just crowding in here. Ping and lag. My truck just died. Ah, there goes somebody flying. I don't know if you guys saw that. Oh my, he's on his side up here. Yeah. It's not supposed to do that. He's like grandstanding over here. Okay, he logged. So what happens, you get too many people in one spot and they start leaving the no collision zone and suddenly collisions are on and they go flying. Insurance canceled. What? The chaos I've been waiting for. Yeah, I mean, oh, there goes another one. Oh, this is such a cluster. Oh, the guy that I thought you were talking about our insurance because I'm in the middle of like the renewal and I'm like, what? And 17 at a time, people. All right, we're starting to get I understand now. Sorry, I'm a little slow, okay? It's flight sim. I like depressing music. I don't want depressing music. All right, we got out of there without flying. I know, such a disappointment to my viewership. So we're on an event server too. I've listened to so much Stain though, it's like it doesn't even affect me anymore. Especially a lot of the like later Stained is more like, what's the word for it? More vindicating to me than it is depressing. Mainly because of, you know, just situations. I think they have a speed capped at 65 because I can't go any faster than this. Now I'm going 71 now, so let's just be the truck. I don't drive this truck that often anymore. Break the cycle is what I'm referring to. Yeah, I love Stain, man. I love Aaron Lewis quite a bit. I don't know what's going on here, but I've seen him in concert quite a few times. I'm in concert Stained once, and that's after Sal became the drummer. Oh, I haven't been listening to new stuff. Gotcha. But it's more the later stuff because the later stuff I'm talking about is like it's like 10 years old now. Like the 5th album, the self-titled Stained. which was when they set out to have a hard album, and they did that, but they didn't really have any commercial success with it. It was kind of a forced album too, because it was just we're like bunching up here, I guess. Oh shit. We went to a non-Christian show in 15 years. Yeah, we used to go to a lot of concerts because we live in the Dallas area, and there's Billy Bob's Texas over in Fort Worth. And I listen to country, I listen to rock, I listen to rap, I listen to everything at this point. And we used to go like once a month to Billy Bob's for a show because it was like a cheap date night, and we always got to see a quality act. Some of our, a lot of my favorite artists from 90s country, really. I'm not really into the modern country crap. I like the 90s country and kind of the outlaw country. It's funny though because you know, Zach Wilde, being a practicing Catholic, has a lot of religious undertones in his music that you just kind of have to listen for. Just in some of his stuff, not in everything, obviously. I always wondered how him and Ozzy got along so well, being that they're very opposite in that spectrum. Dude, why does it fly over here now? He keeps landing on my hand. He's probably trying to make friends with me, and I'm over here just smacking the crap out of him. As a matter of fact, I kind of feel like switching to that direction. Yeah. I got to see Zach several times with Black Label Society. Got the photo with him. Then I got to see, once he rejoined Ozzy's band, he was like 2019. I got to see them in Dallas. That was a really cool show. Stone Sour with Corey Taylor opened that show. And that dude has such an amazing voice. It's freaking crazy. That's an exclamation point GPS. It'll give you a link to the TMP map where you can follow the convoy along if you'd like to. It's just a map. Shows everybody on it. There's as dots. My late stepfather was a huge Ozzy fan, and so it was a little bit of homage to him as well, to even be able to go to that show. At this point, with ATS TMP being so dead, dropping out classes over. All right, with TMP like being so dead these days, it's like on the ATS side, it's like, why not just have this on the regular server? My dad did, my brother did, my grandfather did. I would have been a third generation truck driver had I chose that. But I mean, I've driven my dad's truck when I was like 17, but that's about my foray into it. I just drive virtual trucks. Yeah, lots of family. Like when my parents got divorced when I was like preteen, when I was like 12 or 13. My dad was over the road truck driver, so the only way I got to spend time with my dad was to get in the truck during the summers. And so that's that whole feeling I get in this game. So that's why I play this game as much as I do. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say it's in my blood. I mean, I love driving. I prefer road tripping rather than taking stuff. He still drives too. And he comes through every now and then when he's coming through town. And he's got to be getting close to 40 years trucking. Dude, maybe even longer. My math may not even be right. He had to quit for a little bit in the middle of that, though. For like 10 years, he was a dispatcher because of his rheumatoid arthritis. He couldn't drive anymore. And then but he had always driven, like, trucks weren't as comfortable back then as they are now. And so now, with the driving, he's got a Freightliner Cascadia. I think it's a 22 model. That, I mean, it's like driving a luxury car, man. I can leap you after 2 hours. Actually, he sent me a picture of that truck and I recreated it in this game and sent it back to him, and he thought it was really cool. He's watched me play this before, like at the house, and he thinks quite a bit of this game. Or this simulation, as you should say. There's in 2 weeks I'm driving to Tampa from Dallas, which is a 17-hour drive. And we're going to do it pretty much straight through, but me and the wife are going to split it up. Of course, I just bought a new truck last year, a new 2020 Ram Limited, and that thing is... Oh god, that thing is so wonderful to drive. It's got the airbag suspension on it, the factory airbags. It's like riding on a cloud. I love road tripping in that thing. I mean, gas is kind of high, but what can you do? And so I was doing a gig for Rodeo Dental, I think, in Houston. Yeah. Texas is so big though. That's pretty far from me. Hazmat drives in the area. Yeah, my brother was a driver for a while. Now he's like a logistics manager for a logistics company. And so he just manages drivers, doesn't drive. Like my dad's up in North Dakota and he used to truck yeah, thanks for that follow. I appreciate that. But hey, Rujin, am I saying that right? Welcome to the channel. I appreciate the follow there. I usually don't call out the person's name when they follow until they start chatting, because just in case they prefer to remain inconspicuously. I can't say the word, but you get what I'm saying. Lurking. So, but I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. It just printed out all the social medias and other ways you can connect with me right there. So I do appreciate you coming in. Got a nice little convoy going up here on the supporters convoy. Need to work with them. You can do it. They found a massive bag of moldy weed in my van. It was so old they let me go. Like, is this even weed anymore at this point? I wonder if you discovered like the cure to cancer or something. Wouldn't that be wild? Some moldy weed. I mean, it was like what penicillin's just moldy bread basically, isn't it? You never know. You know, my dad did some hazmat stuff for a while, but he didn't like it because of course, back then he smoked. He's quit smoking since, but because you can't smoke or anything. If I knew it was there 2 years ago, I would have smoked it. Like, man, that's so old. It was probably in the car when I bought it. You take so many breaks. Really gotta pay attention to this convoy, man. Trying to read chat. Sorry if I'm missing some of the messages here. They look dangerous. A bit chew until you can break and smoke one. God, I wish it was daytime, man. It kind of stinks driving at night. Love the camera angles. What's up, Bree? Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Yo! Stop! Okay. Alright, what's going on here, people? Happy Saturday to you as well, Bree. How you doing today? Dude, you're streaming some... Did you have an event or something going on this week? Because I noticed you were streaming like some odd times this week. Somebody crashed. Because this is an organized convoy organized by the server owner. I doubt it's construction. It's just somebody's either made a mistake or there's a turn or something. There's a repo event and Friday did a marble one. Yeah, I saw you playing repo. I have that game. I've never played it because when I bought it, I was going to play with some people. And then, like, they stopped playing. So I was like, oh, well, that stinks. Yeah, it's definitely just traffic. Yeah, I get the premise of the game too. It's kind of interesting. Dude, this guy is. He's. I think it's me that's got the lag because. It's not moving very quick right now. I got LK Customs on my nearby. I have so I was like, who's the friend? If you play on stream, you can torture you with crowd control. Yeah, I guess I gotta set up crowd control at some point. I know it's got some additional stuff in the Mix It Up bot too that you can use to control it. I had to set up all my Twitch stuff because somebody tried to hack me and they almost succeeded, but I thwarted their efforts. But in doing that, I had to like kill all my Twitch tokens to everything. And so I'm still, yeah, I can't believe, I work in information security. So I was like, I was suspicious when it happened because it was somebody I don't talk to a ton. But they like messaged me on Discord and like, hey, I got this game that I'm, helping develop. Can you do a review of it? And I was like, all right, I felt like it was a scam right off the bat, but this is a person that, it sounded like something that they would say to me. I mean, so it was like, I was like, all right, so I loaded the game. They sent me the site to download it. I virus scanned it. I put it in a virtual machine, isolated it. And like it wouldn't run. It kept giving me an error message that there's like a graphics driver issue. So I was like, maybe it's the VM. And so I'm like messing with it for a while. And then I go to like run it on my gaming rig and it's giving me the same error. And I'm like, well, that's weird because this definitely has a GPU driver and all this stuff. So I messaged him, I'm like, hey, this isn't working. So I'm not going to be able to do this review. And he's like, well, why don't you do a screen share with me and we'll figure it out. And so I did the screen share and then all of a sudden they're like, all right, you have a minute and a half. I have all your accounts. He sent me pictures of himself logged into my Discord, my email, my Gmail email, my Instagram, and I instantly went into like panic mode and I started resetting everything. I have 2FA on everything anyway, so that thwarted a lot of his ability to reset my password and change the email addresses for things. I know somebody it happened to and they weren't so lucky because that's the first thing they did is they went and changed his email. And so I reset the passwords to everything. I killed all the tokens on Twitch, everywhere else. And of course, I had to troll him back because, I mean, why not? Because I was like, hey, he's like 30 seconds and, you know, I'm going to lock your accounts out. And, you know, a couple, like 5 minutes passed. So I'm like, try again. And he just like randomly types all these characters because he couldn't get back into my stuff. Because I'd killed all his sessions. But man, it was stupid. Now, it was a fellow Tobii ambassador that it happened to. And several of the Tobii ambassadors actually fell for it. And one of them's paid over $2,000 trying to get his Discord account back. And they want more money from him. But another one opened a support ticket with Discord, and Discord reset his email back to what the email was before, so he was able to get his account back. But yeah, it's rough. It took him like 2 days to get his account back from Discord. The Discord saw that the email had changed, so they just changed it back and let him reset his password. But you can't, if you have 2FA set up, they can't change the email without the 2FA code anyway, so I don't think he had 2FA set up. See, and that's what I do for a living. I set up two-factor on applications that my company brings in. And so it's like, it's very, I guess you could say it's very near and dear to my heart. That's one of the many things I do there, but, oh no. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's, you know, even somebody, that kid's, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I consider myself to be a little more, I guess, savvy about these things, and they almost got me. So that, if that tells you anything, I sent it into my security operations team and had them reverse engineer it, and they submitted a report on Friday to the FBI with the targets that it was sending data and things like that. They won't be able to do anything because they didn't really steal anything from me, but you know, it builds a case, if anything. Yeah, a lot of these companies too that set up these identity providers for two-factor authentication are pushing passwordless now, where it's just 2FA. And so a lot of companies and a lot of executives are not really down for that. It's been several years these companies have been trying to push this, but I mean, the idea between password and two-factor is something you know and something you have. And so Convoy's going 35 right now. We're just chilling. We're in the Nevada desert. You can't see anything because it's freaking dark in the game. It stinks. I wish it was daytime. They should have changed the server to be daytime the whole time. eBay yesterday again and sell. You have to use passkey instead. But yeah, be careful, man. Be very freaking careful. I sent out a message to a lot of people. Like, hey, you know, somebody's trying to hack me. If you get any weird messages from me asking you to download or do anything like that, just ignore it. Continue traveling through the crossing. Must be a train crossing up here that people are stopping at. Yikes. This thing has really good brakes. But yeah, I have two-factor set up on everything I did before because I just, you know, I believe in it. Because it is, it's exactly the reason that I have it set up too. Reported 3 weeks ago, they still haven't fixed it. Reading the chat, which is like right above my head there. The in-game chat. Turn my brights off. Not that it really matters. I'm gonna go dark again because The lights are kind of killing me. This is really cool though, having a lot of people here. We're all supporters of the app, TruckersMP. Kikoba, maybe how stupid scammers are. And as you get one that's really intelligent though. Yeah, it's not like you have to be you have to have a degree or anything to be it's like you don't have to be you don't have to be a degree to be or have a degree to be a criminal. Along those lines. We do so much security awareness training for the staff at my job. Like everybody has to go through it every month. It's cool because it's these actual videos that are dramatized and they're actually really good. I've noticed some of the actors in some other shows too, which is kind of wild. They're not like generic stupid. They're like very engaging and they're very dramatized, but they make the point really well and they keep you engaged with them. The employees a lot of the times are the biggest, not even a lot of times, that's exactly my area in security is identity and access management. I'm the gatekeeper, and that is easily compromised credentials is the #1 gateway for attacks on corporate networks. A lot of most of the systems I engineer are the ones that manage joiners, levers, movers, create reports for auditing, all that kind of stuff. And I've been doing this since 2008, so it's been a lot of changes in this area, but it's all good. 80% social engineering, yeah. Yeah, the majority of the compromises that you see are through user credentials. Turn coming up. We're gonna hit the flashers. Oh, yeah, like signs just falling over for no reason. Oh shoot, I'm in a high gear. Well, I'm not moving. Kill the flashers and just turn on our signal. Shift up to 5th. High. So, and I figured out what happened with the hack too. Is what they did was, it basically forwarded them my browser cache, my cache credentials, and so I just had to kill all those tokens, which locked them out of everything. Because once you reset the password, all the existing tokens are revoked. Man, we're really going now, man. We're up to almost 80 miles per hour. Dude, I have a flyover here that's messing with me too, and I think it came over here because of the lights. I'm ready to slam on my brakes whenever I think it's bunching up here a little bit around this corner. Yeah, I see some flashers. There's a link if you guys want to follow along in your browser on the map of the convoy here. Oh, we're stopping. At least the sun's starting to come out a little bit. It's dawning on us. I was wondering where the sun was, then it dawned on me. Dude, what the hell, man? Continue straight. Oh! Rip. Who was it? Yeah, screw it. Guy just, because he's trying to turn and follow GPS and they're telling everybody to go straight, but he's not paying attention to the instruction. Dude, would you F off, fly? I was hoping by turning out the lights, maybe this fly would just go fly into my little bug zapper thing over here. I haven't heard him pop off yet. Took me far to realize just go straight, and GPS wants you to go through town. Yeah. Yeah, that's where GPS defaults to through there. I didn't even have it set right. I'm guessing that it just calculates that as a shorter route or whatever. I mean, you tend to have the guidance of TMP staff here. Somebody stop and get fuel? Is that what happened? I think they're streaming the Convoy too on the TMP Twitch channel. I don't have them linked anywhere. Oh man, this early morning in the Nevada desert, man. It's a whole vibe in itself. When nothing but California, Nevada, and Arizona was available when the game first came out, man, you just spent all your time really in this desert. And I freaking love that for some reason. Let's stay on the road. I love the drive from LA to Vegas in the morning. Yeah. I don't think I've ever actually made that drive. I've made the drive from Phoenix to Las Vegas. But that was in the middle of the night. There's a whole story behind that one. That was back in 2018. I remember making my parents going between Boise and Long Beach, California, and driving through like northern Nevada and all that stuff. I assume was. I don't know. I don't even remember where we went. They moved back and forth a few times. This was before. That was actually just before my dad became a truck driver. They were struggling hard with stuff and really moving back and forth between like my dad's parents and my mom's parents. Parents and family, I guess you could say. Really kind of just staying wherever was available because they... He's got his flashers on up here, so I'm trying to kind of take it easy here. We're coming up on the marker we set to get this route. It appears there's a slowdown at the marker. Interesting enough. Really digging this truck though. I may start driving this again. I've been driving a Peep 579 quite a bit lately. I love the 389, but with the vision issues, the mirrors are just so freaking small that I just don't. It just doesn't feel right. I don't know what it is about it. I love the 389, but yeah, I had the 625 in this truck too. I modded it into the truck, but yeah, you're definitely right about that. The engines are a little on the small side, a little late on the flashers, but better late than never, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, about 400 miles of this run left, or according to Trucky, that's 23 minutes in real time, but given as much as we're stopping and stuff, I'm pretty sure it's going to take quite a bit longer than that. I haven't seen this fly for a minute, so I'm gonna go back on face. Shit, I should have bunched of buttons on my keyboard by mistake. Somebody hit LCK Customs or LC Customs. I guess this is. He might be streaming right now too. I used to run with him a lot when I was at Neo's VTC, Neo Foxes. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of the Ram truck. It's like I love the Ram truck, the 5th gen Rams. And I bought one for a reason. Song requests are on, guys, so exclamation SR. Or you can use your channel points. Either way is good with me. It's not... The command's supposed to be sub only, but the bot's just not figuring out who's subbed and who's not, so it's letting anybody do it. He's like, I like the TNP event team. Like, suck up. I didn't think the CB, I don't know. I think because most of them are in Discord. Like the event team are communicating in Discord. The CB, I guess, can be kind of hit or miss at times. You know, people's working, people's mics configured properly. Not sounding like they're, you know, got their mic halfway down their throat and all that kind of stuff. Mine is weird because every time I start this dang game, it's like, at least in TMP, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's really weird. Very inconsistent. I guess I could shift up a little bit. I'd get left behind here. I'm gonna set cruise up here so I don't go into race miles. Cruise at 70. I think maybe stopped up here a little bit. Black chrome trim options. I gotta say, I don't know if I sent you a picture of my actual pickup truck, but it's like it's a Patriot blue. It's like a navyish blue that's got really nice trim on it. It's a limited package, so it's like it looks really good. I freaking love the crap out of that truck. I'm never getting rid of that thing. I think we're at least catching up a little bit here. At least it's daytime. We can see some of the detail out here on the map. I didn't change the rims on my trailer to match my truck, so I got to do that later. In the event server, I don't really have to worry about people coming the opposite direction, at least. Thrustmasters. Yeah, it's still got stock rims on it, but they're really it's all higher end stuff. Like it's very much it's one of the top. I think the TRX is the only thing that's really higher, which is like basically the Hellcat truck. It's the only higher package in the limited. It's got the limited Longhorn listed below the limited. At least on the 20 model year. They changed some of their stuff around for 25 because they got rid of the Hemi for like a year and then realized that was a bad idea. I believe the stock just paid off. I paid cash for it. So, and the only thing I really financed on it was the extended warranty, which I shouldn't have. I should have just went and bought my own extended warranty because it would have been, dealers write that stuff up so much. But I was there and I was like, man, I just didn't really want to F with it. Because it was right at the end of the manufacturer's warranty when I bought it. It had like 5,000 miles left on the manufacturer's warranty. Turn left towards Tonopah. Yeah. I want to get a pedal commander for it. I want to get, I want to see how much it's going to cost to put a lift kit on it, and bigger tires. I want to keep the rims the same because it's already got 22-inch rims on it. I'll probably do that after it's all paid off because the wife wants to get a lift on her truck too. But she has a GMC Canyon, like the midsize. Dude, that was trippy. Yeah, well, the reason I want to do a lift kit on it is because it does have the air shocks on it, which makes it more expensive because I could adjust the suspension right now. I could lift it. I think I could lift it like 4 inches, just with the toggle switch inside. I'm not a huge fan of the leveling kits. I know people like to have them level, but for me, at least with the vision issues, I like having the nose down. Because the Ram air suspension has 5 levels. You can have like an exit entry level, which basically sits it almost on the freaking tires. And it goes up to the tallest level is off-road 2, which raises, I want to say it's like 4 inches from 4-inch difference. It may not be that much, but you have to get a lift or level kit on it with the factory airbags. You have to take it to somebody who knows what they're doing because they have to recalibrate all the air suspension sensors. In addition to if you get bigger tires, you already have to do the speedo adjustment, calibration. So it does cost. The cost is a little bit more because of that. Man, I'm hungry. I should have eaten before this. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna do it myself because I mean, I could do some stuff on the vehicle. Like I do like oil changes and, you know, just simple stuff, you know. But I'll pay somebody to get stuff done the proper way. Especially if they warrant it. They warranty it. Because at least, I mean, if I do it and something goes wrong, even if it's not necessarily my workmanship, I still gotta freaking spend the time fixing it rather than taking it to somebody. And I'm getting really bad arthritis these days anyway, so it's like, I don't even know how much longer I'm gonna be able to do my own freaking oil changes. But I haven't even done one on the Ram yet because I've had it done at Firestone both times because I just didn't have time. So I'm pretty sure the next one I'm going to try to do myself. I have ramps to put it up on and it's pretty high. The problem with the Ram 5th gen at least is you can't drain the oil without getting oil all over the freaking sway bar. So you have to either like just let it get on the sway bar and clean it up or cover everything with plastic. You know, that's to do my own stuff. It takes a lot longer than that. Yeah. And my right shoulder's really bad. I can't even shoot a basketball or throw a football or do any of that stuff now. It stinks, man. It's just arthritis. I've had an MRI done on it, and like, yeah, it's just, you know, it is what it is, basically. And then my knee, about 8 months ago, started just hurting. It's really my whole leg, my whole left leg. And I had them take a look at that. They did x-rays on it. They didn't do an MRI, but they're like, yeah. And it feels just like my shoulder as far as pain goes. So they're like, yeah, it's probably arthritis as well. They offered to give me some sort of a shot to help with it, but I'm like, you know, I'm one of those people, I kind of prefer to let nature take its course and do whatever it's got to do. You know, let the immune system and all that stuff kick in, but oh man, sometimes it sucks not being able to put my shoe on. Are you a walking pain? I am a walking pain. I have a walking cane that my wife had made for me for Christmas. It's hand carved. It's a skull, bearded skull at the top. It's really freaking cool. But because like I can walk fine. It's just if I hit my leg or if like, especially at Taekwondo, because you got kids running everywhere and they'll run into it and it just hurts. I'll need to use the cane. Yeah, I have it down here. Once I get done with this run, I can show you. Or if we stop or anything. Yo, what's going on, Rhythm, though? How you doing, man? How's the world of bot development treating you these days? You're just talking about the fact that I almost got hacked on Discord the other day. But fortunately I was able to thwart the attempt. We are in the TMP supporters convoy. We have about 200 miles left, 12 minutes according to Trucky, but that's not going to be accurate because, you know, it's a 50 plus truck convoy. kind of spread out across the map here. It's on a TMP events server. I think this is the second supporters convoy they did this year on TMP or ATS. They did one for ETS as well. This is the first one I've ever attended, a first official TMP convoy, so it's pretty cool. Let me read that in a second. It's gonna be hard with these corners where we're at. Found possible by lack of documentation, it's framework poor. Doc context object maintaining a connection to a database. Manages the data interface. I have a long-running context instance for the UI in the short term. I think post transactions. So what's the actual bug? Is it just the fact that it's not documented? Or does it just not work? Or is it unreliable? Repo on GitHub, long running context doesn't update after short term. Ah, okay. So it's just not performing as expected. I got you. Okay. We're cool. Coming into California. Inspection station. Update new records, not update records. Make sure you didn't bring any weird pineapples with you. Yeah, or fruit flies. The fruit flies that California hates. Can't blame him though, man. That's destroyed some. That guy just disappeared. That event. Oh, there he goes. He's back. It's starting to rain again. EF4 team is looking into the issue. I learned in essay you got to have little apples with the fruit fly stuff in them. We don't have that in California. I did grow up in California. I don't know if you know this about me. Learned in essay. Oh, okay. It literally said the word essay, and I was like, okay, you learned that from writing an essay? That's how I took it. That's fun. I got you. I lived in California, like, back in the 90s as a kid. I lived in LA during the LA riots back in 92, 93. Lived in Long Beach, actually. During the gangster rap era when Snoop Dogg and Dre and all those guys were really coming about. Pretty much when I became an adult, a few years later, I moved to Texas from Oklahoma. We moved around so much, it's crazy. For no reason, really. Other than just being poor. Oh yeah, I remember the racetrack out in Riverside, the NASCAR track. We went to a race there once. My dad's huge into NASCAR. It was a road course at that. I think they demolished the thing. We got a stoppage up here. Yeah, it's gone. Preferred method is a short-term context only, but I can't do that with GU updates. That's a sync system to keep the data all in phase. That makes sense. But it's been so long since we moved out of there after the Northridge earthquake is when I moved out of there. It had nothing to do with the earthquake. It had to do with the fact that my parents were divorced and I was like living with my dad, but my dad was a truck driver on the road. And my mom found out that I was like basically living with my dad's girlfriend, who she did not like. So she did not like that one bit and called him and like demanded that he went and got me out of there. So he took me to his parents in Idaho and I stayed there for a couple of weeks. I remember when we were driving out of the LA area and like Grapevine is all jacked up because the earthquake had messed up all those bridges out there and all that stuff. And he was in a loaner truck at that. It was a Freightliner cab over, and that thing was rough, man. That thing. I mean, every time he hit a bump, you felt that in your ass. Oh shit. Yeah, there's another house got tore up in the Northridge. Felt it in Riverside. Yeah, we lived in Pico Rivera at the time, which is, you know, by Whittier and East LA and all that stuff. That's actually where I started high school. I started high school at El Rancho High School in Pico Rivera for like a year. If we had moved to Pico Rivera, I would have went to Jordan High School in Compton, which probably wouldn't have been a very good thing for me, being the lack of melatonin in my skin. The El Rancho Dons. So we moved in the middle of the LA riots from Long Beach to Pico Rivera, and my dad had, you know, that's when we had to get out because that's when the lease was up, and he had bought a mobile home actually in Pico Rivera, and we were like moving in the middle of the riots, and like we kept getting stopped by National Guard because they thought we were like looting, because we had this pickup full of stuff with a trailer full of stuff. So he just kept the lease, the new like buying agreement or whatever he had, to show them every time we got stopped. Actually burnt our house down when we left too. We didn't even get our last load of stuff because somebody freaking firebombed our house. It was like a little house in a little group of like 5 houses, and they like set them all on fire. Over there in 53rd and Long Beach Boulevard. Lived in Huntington Beach, Costa Mesa, Walnut Shore, Westside Long Beach, and Anaheim. I went to school, and I went to, they had like this magnet program where they basically, they took all the smart kids, you know, because I guess I was a smart kid. And it was a school for science and computers and science. And I was one of the kids from Long Beach School District that went to it, and it was in Anaheim, and so I had to take like I had to get up at like 3 in the morning to get the bus, and it was crazy because I had to get a bus to get a bus to get a bus. So it was kind of nutty. Cause that was like middle school, or part of middle school. 4 hours worth of buses to get to school because my parents worked full time. Yeah, because I had to bus to my regular school, and then I had to bus again to the magnet school, which was like an hour away. And if traffic was bad, I mean, it was just a nightmare going from Long Beach to. It was really in. It wasn't necessarily it was in Los Alamitos. I guess I looked at the school because it was Lee Rossmore was the name of the school. And I guess it was a combination of 2 schools, one called Lee, one called Rossmore, so they just called it Lee Rossmore. And now I look on the map and I see that they have Lee and Rossmore separate again, so I don't know what the deal is. There's like some multi-district agreement to magnet gifted children into one school. When we to Anaheim, it was 50 minutes in a car. Now, I haven't, like when I left after the Northridge earthquake, whatever year that was, like 96 or whatever, maybe 94. I don't remember. I was a kid, to be honest with you. I've not been back to California since. And what's funny is we were gonna go back in 2020 because I have a ton of family still live out there, but my aunt and her husband used to live in Redondo Beach, but now they live in Bishop, which is actually by the Nevada border. But we were gonna go out there to see them in like May of 2020, and COVID happened, so we ended up not going. I have not been back yet. I don't really want to go back, to be honest with you. I have very little interest. My daughter drove through there driving to Oregon because she lived in Oregon for a little while just because she wanted to. My oldest daughter, the 25-year-old. But she had to come back because of COVID also, which is interesting. We always stop at the Dutch Bakery. Yeah, they've lived there for a few years now after they both retired. He worked for Caltrans. He was a civil engineer for Caltrans forever, specializing in hazmat stuff. Dude, streaming ATS during the day is way different than streaming it at night after I've been working all day. Because I cannot stay awake trying to drive after work on this game for some reason. Unless I just have a really good convoy. Nah, there's no way in hell I'd ever move back. I couldn't afford the taxes for one thing. I have coworkers that live out there because we're all remote. But like, I'm like, I got a lot of bad memories, things that happen. I just prefer, I'll visit family if it comes down to it, but I barely even want to do that, so. So we're coming into Carson City now, so this should be the end of the convoy. Sure, they're gonna want to do photos. I think the only thing I really miss about California is just being a kid. 45-minute drop off, yeah. I wouldn't even drop my load, dude. I'll do the picture and I'll hop servers or something and deliver my load. I'm not gonna even try. Arc band red name. Must be hacked. That truck died. I'm in too high of a gear. I thought I was in 1. Kill the engine brake here. This is a lot of fun though, man. I appreciate you being here, Grim. It's always cool to have cool conversations in here. Especially in your trucking, man. It makes the time go by. Just being a kid in Riverside. All the creeks and hills, and we're not private property. Ride my mini bike all around town. It's not like that now. I remember I had like a great aunt that lived in Big Bear, and we would go up there to see snow. And then my uncle and my cousins would we go out to Lake Buena Vista and do water skiing out there. That was always fun. My freaking cousin though, he was such a dumb kid, dude, and he's like a nuclear engineer now. He joined the Navy and now he works for freaking power plants. And he makes like bukus of money. He's crazy. Hey buddy, you were filling my outlaw time. But he doesn't really stream on Saturdays though, so this is like free time. Yeah, likewise though, man. Definitely. Yeah, my drop off isn't over here. I don't know if they were gonna do like a picture or something. Everybody's parking up. We're trying to. Because I didn't see that they listed a drop off point for the load, so it's so laggy here. Where's the I'm gonna turn off the stuff. We're not in. Is this not non-collision? It's so laggy. Didn't have a non-collision marker though, but I see people driving through people. So, yeah, hopefully. I just come through these trucks and just hit a wall. It is so laggy. Can you imagine if this was collision though? That would be crazy. Can I park in there? No. Let me drop their trailer right there though. I mean, I'll abandon the load. I don't care. I don't know if anybody's claimed that spot or not, but I might take him up on it. The guy just logged out. I don't know, he might have got kicked. I can't really see chat right now. Try not to clip his truck, but and now he's gonna move. Get this thing out a little bit. Go back until it just stops. Got my draw distance turned down. Like it's funny because we're looking at moving out of Dallas, just getting in like a small town in East Texas, buying a house up there or something. Yeah, like we were looking like at moving out of state, but it came down to like we just like the laws here, man. We started the homeschool adventure with our daughter, and so it's very favorable to that here. There's no state income tax, which a lot of states have that we were looking at. So I mean, it's like there's no point in leaving this state. We'll just stay in this state. That way we don't have to like transfer our, pay like tax on our vehicles again and all that crap. So what's crazy is it really comes down to your income level, because we were looking at houses in Oklahoma that were really good. Yo, what's up? What's up, Big Daddy's dad? How you doing? But the property tax reduction moving to Oklahoma did not offset the state income tax they have up there, and they have one of the lower state income taxes. But we were gonna pay, between the two of us, pay like 10 to 15 grand in state income tax a year, and the property tax was gonna be like 3 grand, which was only about the same property value, only a grand or two less than what we'd pay here. It just did not offset at all when we ran the numbers. But yeah, looks like the convoy's wrapping up here. This is the TMP supporters convoy on ATS. They threw on another one. I guess there was another one before. Lot put a brand new double wide on it and work on my building house slowly but surely. Unfortunately, want to hire me for nothing. I'm up to 500 applications. Man. Job searches have become so wild, man. It's just so crazy. I got you. Wait till the ad's over. Got about 25 seconds left of this ad, and then we'll continue the conversation. But this is really nice. This is a really nice convoy today, for sure. Yeah. So train of thought. Oh my gosh, where did it go? You're talking about taxes. Oh yeah, you had said something about job search. Yeah. Hopefully you find something, man. Something's got to come through for you. I mean, eventually. I'll put in a prayer for you, for sure. I'll add you to my prayer book. I'll get you in there. But man, this is a really cool convoy, though. We picked up one follower who is a TMP person, which is cool. I don't have anything on here saying that I'm live on TMP, so I'm probably going to change that, because I think I could have potentially promoted a little better, but more about getting our VTC name out there, or my VTC name, since I'm the only member, and as I start building this thing. But I appreciate you guys so much. I'm probably going to go ahead and call stream with that because I'm freaking starving. All right, thank you. I've been talking to the big guy. He's got plans on waiting to happen. Yeah, it's his timing, man. That's all you can. That's all you can pray for is his timing. It's meant to happen. It'll happen. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're looking at moving out in East Texas because we want to do some like light homesteading stuff. Want to maybe get a couple of chickens and get a little garden going and all that sort of thing. And we can't really do that where we're at because one thing we're renting and it's in the middle of the freaking city. But we don't want to be like out in the country because I still have that good internet for my job. And but we want to either live in a small town or like outskirts of a small town. But we've been finding a lot of good properties out in East Texas. We were finding really good properties in Oklahoma, but we couldn't do it because of the income tax. So, but we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping this up. Find somebody to raid out to. Appreciate everybody being here today. This is kind of an off-schedule stream for us. I turn the streaming rig audio off. Yeah, it's been really cool, man. I appreciate you being here as always. It's always great to conversate with you for sure. But we had Hatman with the check-in. I didn't even see that. Linux came in here. Just following up on some things. Let's look in the category and find somebody to rate out to here. Or if there's just somebody in the community. Why is my mouse wheel not working? Think of anybody we know streaming. I don't see anybody we know streaming ATS right now. Let's see. Just looking at other people that are streaming right now. Yo, he's not playing ATS right now, but he does play ATS or used to. Leo rated us not too long ago. We're going to repay that favor to him. Show some love back. But he's playing Helldivers right now, but he does play a lot of American Truck Simulator, at least he used to. But let's get that going. There's the raid message for you guys. We have the top ones for subs. The bottom one is for everybody else. Thank you guys so much for everything today. Should be back on Monday night. I'm not sure what I'm going to be playing yet. Not even completely sure if I'm going to be streaming. So keep an eye out for the Discord and all that stuff. Here's all the social media stuff. So follow me there if you can or want to. If the link tree has like everything, but then also the YouTubes where I store all my VODs. There's 3 or 4 years worth of content on YouTube of just Twitch VODs basically. And there's a few other things on there. Then the Twitter, honestly, I still need to take Twitter off there because I don't really use it. Then the Discord. Everybody's welcome to join the Discord. Keep the conversation going. But I do love you guys. Thank you so much for your support today and always. And I will talk to y'all later. Take care. And let me get this. Yeah. Later.